Can I thank my right honourable friend for his courage and his openness, and also the work of my right honourable friend for Plymouth Moor. This was incredibly difficult reading, and we are a proud serving and military community in Rutland, Melton, the Vale and Harbour villages. Can I take this opportunity to recognise that community and put on record that we see you, we hear you, and it is the senior military of that time who stole careers, who stole futures, and who are the ones who should feel shame, not those who served and sought to serve our country. Can I also take this chance to put on record the sorrow of this House that the same ban was put on diplomatic staff and an apology only came forward in 2021, and we see them and we thank them for their work. Can I ask my right honourable friend, we work and train and equip many militaries around the world who continue to persecute LGBT people who simply want to protect their people. What are we doing to make sure that when we train and equip those militaries and we work with them, that we do now allow them to repeat the mistakes that we made?
Secretary of State.
First of all, my honourable friend, her last point is, I think, incredibly valid. Yes, we train people all over the world to protect their societies, but what is the point of it if we don't also train them to uphold international humanitarian or human rights laws? I do know that on many occasions we do that. I once stood in Lebanon listening to former British soldiers under a British scheme training the Lebanese army about human rights. And I think that is incredibly important. Otherwise, what is it all for in the first place? And look, I understand her point about the senior commanders. I think that would be wrong to just focus on one cohort. I think ultimately, institutionally, the organisation, the culture, the mindset, society's mindset that affected diplomats and judiciary and everything else was collectively responsible for the environment that led to this. And I think every one of us, including me as a rather junior officer who didn't have a role, didn't come across someone that was going to be locked up or prosecuted ever, I take responsibility as much as the senior people who made the policies of the department.